Hello Aries, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So we're going to do a quick checkup to see what is going on in your connection. Definitely intending to do the twin flame connection, but it can also be another one, obviously. However, we have the girl with the snake and the ace of swords coming through. So some of you may have been, there was some sort of revelation in regards to the third party situation here that you recently encountered or you're about to encounter. Okay, there has absolutely been some sort of jealousy, and I do feel like it has been provoked by the person that you are dealing with. It feels to me as if this person was really feeding you with a lot of lies, or they were really acting very unstable and quite unreliable. And it feels like to me that something got revealed very shockingly that left you a little bit with the bruise of like the backstab, because you thought that everything was stable, and then all of a sudden there was like this big revelation of the truth, and this really kind of like opened up your eyes, and it really pushed you into a state of being in the Queen of Swords energy, being very analytical and cold and detached, and using your discernment to see like, hey, whoa, this was just a set up lie, or this person has been treating me unfairly, and you're starting to see their pattern, and you're starting to kind of like detach yourself from their pattern with like logic. So emotionally you are kind of like detaching yourself completely, because you are understanding that this person has been giving to another situation, and that's the reason why this person was not fully committing. Okay, so something is absolutely going to be revealed if it hasn't already, and it is coming in like a shock, but it is also like bringing you a lot of clarity to make the best decision for yourself to move forward from the situation. Okay, I'm seeing here the King of Wands. So this person is very charming, very much likes to be in control. They do get a lot of attention, and they do have a lot of sensual, I want to say like powers. So they know how to seduce you or seduce other people. And I do feel like their uncontrolled behavior has been leading them to some sort of catastrophe with this. I feel like this is like karmic energy, or someone that has been seducing them, and they couldn't really say no to that. Okay, but I do still feel like they are very much focused on you, and it also makes me feel like they initiated this third party situation just to get some sort of reaction out of you, just to get like the upper hand. This is someone that is still operating out of their ego, and that's why the Tower kicks in, saying like, hey, the universe has given them a lot of chances to get themselves straight, to really change their behaviors, change their patterns. However, they didn't do that. They just like to feed their ego. They keep on kind of like dealing with situations that is not healthy for them, trying to push you away just to make you a little bit jealous, or to show you that they have like other options going on. And this kind of like backfired to them. Okay, like there is an energy here that is backfiring on them, and also like your behavior of like cutting it from the root is kind of like backfiring to them, because they were hoping to get some sort of reaction out of you, like that you would just kind of like chase it. But for you, you're like, okay, this is like the biggest red flag. I cannot continue to act like this tower is like something to live in. So there's absolutely a very strict energy coming from your end. You may have made like your last piece when it comes to your communication. Either you send out a communication like, hey, I've seen the situation, I'm judging it from this perspective, and I'm cutting it off. And you're just really not giving more of your energy here. And you're proving this person like, hey, I'm not going to give more of my energy here. And it feels like to me that this person is really caught up in their ego, trying to get some sort of reaction out of you. However, they're starting to see clearly that whatever you just spoke up to them, it's the truth. And it's like you're not going to back off from it. It's like they now have the full clarity that their gameplay or their egoistic way of dealing with the situation, or inviting like this third energy into the situation, has just like backlashed on them. Okay, like I do definitely see a huge backlash where this person cannot avoid the truth anymore. Like, and the truth is that they are very egoistic. Like the Five of Swords is absolutely a very telling card, talking about like someone that is trying to have like the upper hand, still dealing with their ego. Yep. Here we also have like the key on the ring, unconventional one night stand, string along, and many options. So they thought that having multiple options would bind them more to them. However, it just like backlashed. Okay, absolutely backlashed on them. It's like you really cut yourself out of it. You're like, oh, okay, so you're dealing with someone else. Okay, fine. I'm not going to feed that ego anymore. So congratulations on that. Yeah, look at that. The war zone. There we go. Ego at play. You really cut the rope here. Like you burned some sort of bridge that really affected their ego, and now they are completely lost in like, damn, how am I going to deal with this truth now? It's like you really pointed out that you're not going to play along with this, and that probably caused them a big heartbreak. Like they thought that they would bind you more by doing this, but it actually like got you cold and distant. Spiritual growth, you have divine wisdom. What is this divine wisdom for you? I mean, like, obviously, storm warning here, responding, not reacting. It's like you did not like make like a whole full dramatic scene out of it. You just like simply spoke your truth, cut them off, and you walked away. It's like you didn't spend too much energy to prove your word or to prove this or prove that. It was like, hey, you made something clear, and now I'm going to take clear actions. And that's where it's showing spirit that you have spiritually grown in this situation. And like you are growing in your essence, where this person is just still stuck in their ego play. I will check in with the extended for their next actions, because I do see that this is definitely not over. I do feel like there is communication that's going to come in, possibly like them attempting to, work things out or try to seduce you back into their energy. As in like, no, this wasn't my fault, or, it's not what you think, but it's like you've seen already too much. Okay, you've seen already something that's just like you cannot undo that. Like once you see, or once you feel some sort of shift in the energy, and it gives you clarity about your lesson to have like boundaries and act from a logical standpoint rather than from your emotions. You've learned some sort of lesson, and that's why the spiritual growth is coming through. Like you've learned through this. And your person sees this as like a mirror, like, oh shoot, now I have to kind of like grow up. I am afraid to contact you. But they are like, look, they're fighting their ego to contact you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because they know that this time they went a little bit too far. We both know I am not the one for you. And I feel like this is you, really, Aries, really trying to see like, hey, I've outgrown this situation. I'm seeing things that I can't unsee anymore. You are realizing the toxic pattern right now with that tower, and things are collapsing. But rather than reacting, you're just like trying to emotionally detach yourself from it and make like a more logical decision here to kind of like move towards something or someone that is going to give you some reciprocity here. You speak to me through music. So there's definitely a lot of music that you may be hearing that this person is sending to you. Telepathic communication could be very strong at this point. Even though you're trying to kind of like detach yourself from it, it's like you can feel their energy pulling. Okay, like the King of Wands is like constantly like pulling, wanting to team up, wanting to work things out. However, they're too proudful to admit their mistake. They're too proudful to say like, hey, yeah, something happened and I kind of like backstabbed you. It's like their ego does not want to admit on something that they have done. Even though your energy is like, I'm seeing it though. I've already seen it. So All right, you got easy does it. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So not taking any action is a very good advice right now. Like, take things slow, do not react, do not respond. Even if they do respond, because I do see that there's communication coming in, which I will be clarifying deeper into the extended. It's saying like, take your time to respond. All right, like take your time, think things through, take some days, but do not jump um, on giving this person like what they want. They want a reaction from you right now. Be strong. Exactly. You're stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So even though you want to react, obviously this is like Aries energy, you want to react on it, and it's saying like, do not react right now. Because you are going to receive this message. You're going to receive the clarity, or something is going to be revealed, and you're really being urged to grow from within and do not react based on what you are seeing or what this person is saying right now. Compassion. Release judgment about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. So some of you may feel like this energy of like, man, I should have seen this coming, or like, this tower just makes you feel like, man, there was so many red flags, or there was this shakeup and I should have handled it quicker than like the judgment to come in. But don't blame yourself. Also, try to release any sort of judgment about this person, even though it's a little bit harsh, because yes, they did a little bit of a backstabbing here. So you may still feel like some sort of grudge, but it is saying that your heart needs to move towards a little bit of calmness and peace, and just like release with compassion. All right, like that's the most important thing. If you really want to heal, you need to really release with compassion, understand their point of view, even though it's hurting you. Try to see their point of view in why they're behaving like that, even if it's like psychologically. Okay, right, I am going to dive deeper into the extended and see what they have to say, because there's absolutely communication coming in. And if you are interested, the link is in the description box below, and I see you in the next one. Thank you and take care.